What might ethical AI mean in an open source software context? My name is David Gray Widder, he, him, and here, in hopes of beginning to answer this question, I'll briefly present our interview study of developers building an open source tool to allow anyone to create deepfakes. Deepfake videos spoof one person's face on another person's body, sometimes for satirical or artistic purposes, but most deepfakes found online are non-consensual pornography, harming those they depict. We interviewed developers building an open source deepfake creation tool about their sense of agency and responsibility to address downstream harms from deepfakes created using their tool. We found that norms expressed in open source licenses and beliefs in technological neutrality limit developers' sense of responsibility for harms that they see as an inevitable result of technological progress. We also found that democratized access to deepfake creation was seen as an ethical good, with some participants also believing that harms would be alleviated as deepfakes proliferate and the public is inoculated to distrust all videos they find online. However, project leaders also enforced counter-norms, motivated by their ethical beliefs and concerns about their project's reputation. Project leaders banned users from the community whom they caught making porn. I hope you take away two main points after reading this paper. Firstly, we show that radically different norms and practices in open source software challenge many AI ethics assumptions and proposed interventions, but open source may also present opportunities to imagine different possibilities, in a context more free from market incentives which have been shown in past work to make AI ethics difficult. And secondly, when discussing ethical AI, we should distinguish between implementation-based harms, such as biased or unexplainable systems which are fixed by building that system differently, and use-based harms, which are inherent to how a system is used or misused, and are perhaps more politically difficult to address because they may involve controlling how and who uses your system. Deepfakes are an example of a use-based harm. Building deepfake tools differently, or making them more fair, accountable, or transparent, will not fully address these kinds of harm, because their harms are inherent in what they are used for, not the way they are built. In the paper, which you can read at this link, we include a longer discussion of how affordances connect a system's implementation to its possible or likely uses, and we also suggest 6 ideas for future study, based on our research, of what AI ethics may look like in open source software. I'd be happy to discuss this work with you or your group. Please feel free to reach out to me via email or Twitter. Thank you.